Hey folks, Darren here, Mr. Sandsman. Welcome back to the channel. Had a delivery today from 88 Films via Amazon. Amazon actually congratulated me for saving a penny by pre-ordering today, which they refunded to me. So thank you very much, Amazon. This is Species, which celebrates, surprisingly enough, its 30th anniversary this year, which is kind of scary. I remember this coming out of the cinema and going to see it. It was released in the US on July the 7th, 1995, and over here in the UK on August the 25th, 1995. 42% on Rotten Tomatoes this film has with the critics, and 31% with the audience. So not too popular with either audience or critics here, but it didn't stop it from being a really big, you can't even call it a cult hit, because it was huge at the box office. It grossed 60 million in the US and then a further 50 million worldwide. So 113 million off a 35 million budget. So it was quite the hit, and it's no wonder that it spawned 3 further sequels. So there's 4 films in this franchise in total. I think I've seen the first 3. The second one's not that great. Third one's pretty awful, and the 4th one I haven't seen, but I believe it's a TV movie. If you have seen it and it's any good, let me know in the comments down below, and perhaps I'll take a look at it at some time. But we're here to talk about the original Species today. Now, I haven't had a chance to watch this at all. I haven't watched it for quite a few years, actually. I did own a DVD. I've never owned a Blu-ray, and I did like the look of this box set, so I thought, you know what, I'll give it a go. Roger Donaldson directed this film. Roger Donaldson has such a fantastic pedigree. Movies like No Way Out, Cocktail, 13 Days, Dante's Peak. What else did he do? He did Bank Job as well, The Getaway. He had a real pedigree, a very prominent, you know, sort of multiplex, big budget director in the sort of late 80s and throughout the 90s. And so it's no wonder that he was able to cobble together such a cast of people that had Oscars back then and they've got Oscars now. So you've people like Ben Kingsley is in there, Michael Madsen, we've got Alfred Molina, Forrest Whitaker, Marg Helgenberger, and even Michelle Williams plays the young Syl in this. But it's Natasha Henstridge who plays the older Syl, and this kind of put her front and center as an actress in the mid-90s. Quite a daring role, I guess. But yeah, I'm going to be interested to watch this over the weekend because, as I said, I haven't seen it for a few years. It was a guilty pleasure of mine, and I'm wondering whether those effects hold up 30 years later, because it was a bit of a milestone in effects work, because it was one of the first times that there'd been sort of hybrid CGI and practical effects that had happened. And I think watching the trailer in the cinema back in the mid-90s, it was those effects sequences that kind of made me interested in wanting to go and see that kind of HR Giga look that we saw in Aliens, that was transported over to another film, a very similar look with this kind of female genetically engineered hybrid alien human that goes wrong and ends up going on a kind of lovemaking rampage. It was a lot of fun, was the film, and like I said, I'm really looking forward to catching up with it over the coming weekend. But what do we get in this? Well, you know, if it had been just a bog standard release, I'd have probably ignored it. But, you know, for the price, $29.99, I thought, what the hell, I'll go for it. It seems to have a few little bits and bats with it. It is, if you're a Blu-ray owner and you're in the US, it is region A, B, and C. So I'll give you a look at the front first with that artwork. Move over to the back, and you can see in the bottom right-hand corner there that it does specify that it is a multi-region Blu-ray disc. We'll get onto the features in a second, but for now, I'll take the slip cover off. There we go. And then there's this box underneath. And I need to go like this. That's for you, Nigel. I'll take the rather solid cardboard box off it. I'll just give you a look at the artwork on that. Either side. Lovely blend of purple and green in this that's going on. I'll just put that there. And then you have the 4K case there with the same artwork and all the details on the back, like on the slipcover. I'm not sure whether it is actually a reversible sleeve. I'll just have a look. It is. There you go. There's the original artwork that you get and some screenshots on the back. Just pop that back in. I shall leave the original artwork actually. I like doing that. I like reversing them if they're reversible and the artwork's different to the slip. I'll just pop that in there. There you go. And then inside we have the 4K disc there, which I can just flip over like that, and there's the Blu-ray underneath. So same artwork on both discs, but one's clearly indicated as a Blu-ray, the other as a 4K. So far so good. I'm liking what I'm seeing, 88 Films. Inside we have, I think there's a poster here. There is. Hopefully it's reversible. And it is. So the original artwork on one side and the new artwork on the other side. Just put that away. And we have a series of art cards. I'd rather call these postcards because they're actually quite small and they look like you could send them to somebody on the back there. There's the first one. Be intrigued, be seduced, be warned. And the second one, Natasha Henstridge trying to stop something. I can't remember what it was now. There she is in the hot tub. And that one says, men cannot resist her. Mankind may not survive her. There's the ensemble. Alfred Molina, Forrest Whitaker, Ben Kingsley, and I think it's Marg Helkenberger. Another one. And a shot of Sir Ben, as we have to call him in the UK. He insists on it. And that's it. So, let me just put these back in and I can talk you through the extras, what we've got on here. Now, like I said, I've not owned any other species version before, so I don't know whether what I'm going to talk you through now has appeared on other discs. I would imagine so in some form. But what we have here is a limited edition packaging featuring brand new art by Graham Humphreys. Graham Humphreys, of course, a famous British artist who did the likes of artwork for The Evil Dead, The Nightmare on Elm Street, Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, Freddy's Revenge, all kinds of things he's done the artwork for. Very talented guy. Includes double-sided poster and collectible replica lobby cards, new 4K remaster from the original negatives presented in ultra-high definition 2160p in 2:3:5:1 aspect ratio, presented in Dolby Vision HDR10 compatible, high-definition 1080p Blu-ray disc also included, DTS HD Master Audio Stereo, DTS HD Master Audio 5.1, optional English subtitles, striking a chord, Christopher Young on Species. Christopher Young, of course, did the score on the film. Muscle Man, Jordan Lund on Species. Audio commentary with Natasha Henstridge, Michael Madsen, and director Roger Donaldson. Audio commentary with director Roger Donaldson, makeup special effects creator Steve Johnson, visual effects supervisor Richard Edlund, and producer Frank Mancuso Jr. Audio commentary with critics Kim Newman and filmmaker Sean Hogan. Afterbirth, the evolution of species from Sil to Eve. The making of species, the origin, the concept, the discovery. Designing a hybrid, alternative ending, theatrical trailer, stills, gallery, reversible sleeve featuring original art. So that's it. All very nicely packaged. Great artwork. I really do like this artwork from Graham Humphreys. And a nice thing to own. I hope that the transfer and the audio live up to things. Like I said, haven't owned a Blu-ray of this in the past, just a DVD, which I think was 5.1 and I got rid of a long time ago. So it's going to be very exciting revisiting this over the next few days. And who knows, if people like this video, maybe I'll come back and let you know what I thought of the film again. Not sure what my expectations are going to be like, whether I'm still going to enjoy it like I used to do, or whether it's going to look slightly dated now, remains to be seen. So if you want me to come back and report on that, let me know down in the comments. And once again, Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking the videos that you've been liking. Thanks for sharing them. Thanks for commenting on them. I love interacting with people down below, as long as it's civil, of course. And, you know, if you haven't subscribed already, then please maybe consider it. And I'll be back very soon. I've got a few Blu-rays coming this week, a few to get through. Golden Child I want to talk about. I received Showgirls, Invasion USA in that big Vinegar Syndrome sale. I think the Bond box set is arriving later this week as well, which I'm keen to have a look at. So lots to talk about, and I shall see you very soon. Cheers, guys. Thanks a lot.